is there something in here that you want me to move on? Otherwise, I'll take the coordinates again.
I got a suggestion. Let's move on. It's the same coordinates if it's got A, B, C, or D.
Okay.
An aspect. You pick which one you want. A, B, C, or D.
We'll go with D.
D it is.
So, what do you want to do? The coordinate and then D?
It'll be the same coordinate, and D will follow.
Okay. All right, I'm ready.
8566.
8566.
1161.
1161.
D.
D. Cross. Angle up. Hard. Structure. We got some stage 2s coming through. Round, flat. I'm getting this AOL idea of double over 2. Inside, above, moved, yellow, black. I'm getting some more words that coming through. Designated. Skip them out. Smooth, red, green, yellow, black, slippery, glassy, wide, a sweet taste, yellow, slick, smooth, moist, edged, round, inside, mushy.
He smells
pungent, humid. A thick smell, like a humid type of thing. It's like a thickness in the air. Moist, dense, wide, outside, inside, moving, curving. AI is starting to come through. Thick. AI is pleasant, inviting, warm, feeling safe. Getting AOL of armament. Maybe that's the safe feeling. Grooved, narrow, angular. AOL of a signal like a door, a doorway. Moving, liquefying. Cleaning. Oh, yeah, well, this is like a filter. Wispy.
Sounds? Is that a wispy sound or a wispy? When you say wispy,
more like misty. Misty. Passing through. Feeling like nylon. Kind of mushy. Hardening. Like a hardening process in the process.
Move above the target and describe.
This kind of conical shape. And AOL, AOL is like a coffee filter. Geometric. theoretical movement, vibrating inside.
Any sounds?
Voices clanking, like loud, buzzing, mechanical, moving inside. People.
Alright, make you a stage 4 sheet.
People. Multiple. Inside.
Okay, move inside and describe. Put in front and do your description. To the left, description. To the right, description.
The front.
Looking forward.
Looking forward. Busy. For lack of a better term, gadgety. With flat parts. So I'm kind of getting like a window or a viewing screen or outlets. Can go out through here. Yeah, busy, gadgety, but it's also feels smooth as well. Feels smooth on the walls, almost like glassy.
Any things, any tangibles under the T column there?
I feel like I can grip onto something. Like two rods. Like levers.
Alright, put left in parentheses. And describe.
Curved. Like a curved wall. It's smooth as well. It feels glassy. I'm kind of get this feeling like there's like these rods or holes, beams maybe, or beams, or these metal, for lack of a better term, like metal support beams.
Any other tangibles in that direction? Looking in that direction. Okay. Right.
Right. This feels like it's wide. It goes out a ways. It rows. It's like it's a wide area. Open. And what pops in my mind is like seats. You know, places for people, placements, or places for people, placements.
Okay, probe the eye. Just put your tip of your pen in the eye column.
Okay. It feels like there, like there's another opening here for them. Like a screen. Intangible?
Yes. I'm kind of curious about the nature of that location.
This side?
Well, the
whole thing?
Just the eye, like a.
What's coming to me, especially in this area here, is like training. Learning. It's like they're watching the screen or picture. We're looking at this. Let me go in the back.
Yeah.
This feels curved here again. Like another curved wall. Smooth. Glassy. It has this kind of sense of transparency to it as well.
Probe the T column, see if there's any tangible, see if anything comes up on the tangible side.
Like a box or a chair. It feels kind of empty back there.
Okay, probe the EI column. Let's see if anything crops up.
EI.
Let it sit there for a second.
It has this feeling like a celebratory, but not exactly, but like this feeling like how someone feels when they've just completed something. And I'm not, it's like this, but like a sense of relief, like having just completed something, and feeling glad that it's complete. It's almost like celebratory, but it's not really a celebration. It's like that part's over, and having a sense of relief from it. Feel accomplish, relief. Like that's done. Look to the next part. I just had a way of describing it, but it's kind of similar to this feeling, a task is done, there's a short amount of time, and then starting another one, that kind of thing. And it's that short amount of time that I'm kind of looking at right now. Anything else in here?
Any AIs?
AI.
How does the site make you feel?
It makes me feel, I feel good in there. Interesting.
Okay, how about
this? It feels like, there's this kind of forward-moving feeling. There's a momentum amongst them, amongst the people in there.
Okay, move directly in front of the people and give me a physical description. Try to describe them physically.
Okay.
If you can sketch them standing there or whatever they're doing.
Okay. Alright, let me, I'm getting like white colored clothing. They seem a little short, a little stocky.
Yeah, sketch on a fresh sheet, a sketch sheet, like 2980. I want to have a scene. Sketch me a scene
of what they're doing,
of them and how they. Your impression of that perspective.
Okay. They seem kind of wide in the shoulder area. Let's see if I can sketch these. They're kind of wide, thick, like a wide, thick body. Not very big. Kind of like stubby legs. I feel like I'm getting this kind of, the head's turned, looking this way. I just kind of feel like the person's back. I don't really get any sense of any hair up here, like bald. There's this one here. A short, stocky, stubby legs. He's here. Who else? Broad shoulders. Who else? Here. This one has more like a male feel. This one feels more delicate, feminine, looking this way. seated, some kind of a seat. Seems like the direction of the eyes is important. You know, like they're looking at specific things. You know, he has something to look at. And this one has something to look at.
Get you a stage 4 sheet. Okay. With respect to this one, probe the EI column and see if you can pick up anything.
Okay. Seems feminine. Like non-violent. You know, that kind of thing. And this is an AI on my end, but I feel safe with this one. Like female. She has something interesting. She's doing something interesting. She has an interesting so she has an interesting job, but she has an interesting way of doing her job. It's unique to her. Like a very distinct, important job. But it's not even so much the job as it is the way she does it. It's more the way she does it. That's interesting.
Okay, write down the word job, parentheses around it, probe it.
A job.
Then it crops up.
Yeah, it's a feeling that's coming out. It's almost like creative. It's that kind of innate. She has some kind
like
of,
an art,
like an innate creative ability, like an art that she utilizes in this job or task. It's more her. It's like what she brings to it, you know. It's what she brings to it. But it feels very one of a kind. That's probably the best way. It feels very one of a kind. Yeah. But it feels very, very creative. Like there's a creativity that's applied. It's applied to the job. That's what makes it really interesting. Moving things around. Very accessible. It's like in the job, we'll just, in the job she has, she can bring people, she can involve people, she can involve others in this process.
I'll tell you what, let's do this. Let's do this. We're still here, okay? Mm-hmm. Get you a 30A. Alright, and I want you to objectify on here and sketch on that. Right? Object down there, S4 sheet, sketch on this one. Right. And what I want you to do, the main reason for this is the interaction part, kinesthetic interaction. Maybe something will crop up. Move like the distance I am from you to me, right? And look in her face and try to sketch her face. Okay. That close. All right. Like she's looking in your face and you're looking in hers. Maybe something empathic will come up. Any AIs or anything like that to objectify on the S4.
Thin. I don't really want to say old because I don't want to sound insulting. But like mature. Thin neck. Warm.
Warm temper or warm feeling?
Warm feeling. Kind.
Okay. Go up to her and put your cheek against her cheek. What do you feel?
Feels warm. Soft. Fleshy.
Any empathic as a result of that? How does she feel? How would she feel about you doing that? If she knew you, for example.
Accepting. Like, you know, this feels like a person who wants people to, well, not even really wants, but is inviting, approachable, inclusive. Like, if you go around her, like I feel now, she has an inclination to involve you in what she's doing. There's that kind of feel like in her position here, like I don't know how, but I get this feel like, you know, people will come and be around here per her request.
Like she's some kind of a manager or something like that, or
it's kind of strange because it's almost like they come over and then she has them assist her.
in other words, these are like her helpers.
Yeah, but it's not just like specific helpers. It's like it's kind of bizarre, man. It's kind of weird, but like there's people in here. All right, there's people in here, and then they'll come over to her, and then they'll somehow become involved in what she's doing. You know, like it's like like someone who, when you go over there, they include you in what they're doing, and you end up participating in what they're doing. People participate in what she's doing under her guidance or influence. People participate with her in this task, and it assists in the overall task. It's kind of strange. It's kind of weird, but they don't. It's not like, oh God, she's putting me to work. It's not like that. It's like she, it's like she has a way of including them in doing this task.
Okay, apart from the task or the work that she does, is there anything else that you would like to know about her? Is there anything important beyond this right here?
Yeah.
You get a sense of any sense?
Well, it's this creative perspective.
When you say creative, you're talking about like coming up with solutions to doing something, and each one is a unique problem that's solved or something like that. Is that what you're talking about?
It's like that, but it's kind of like her mind. Her mind. The way that she uses her mind. It's like a wise, not even wise doesn't even really fit it. It's like very, very calm.
Any AIs? How does she make you feel?
Good. Makes me feel good. She would be a good teacher. That may be what she's doing. Trainer. Like that, like a trainer. And in the need of the position, this, for lack of a better term, creative mindset is very important. She possesses that ability, and then kind of like trains people in it while doing it. It's like these people, are like being trained, kind of. But she does it by
they just watch her. She's doing it, and they're watching her. She's showing them how to do it.
Yeah, and they're participating as well. With this kind of, like they don't feel shy about it or anything like that. They're totally open to it, and then their openness actually assists in the task. It's kind of like it's very important. I get this sense that it's very important what she's doing. And she has this way of training it, or teaching it, or it's more like an interaction, and is training. These other people are learning from her, but she has this style of teaching that actually draws them in and engages them in the actual process itself, instead of just like watching. They're like participating.
Yeah.
They're learning by doing it alongside with her. Yeah, that's so inviting. That they're just like, doing it, kind of thing. Which feels pretty cool. That's her. Like a elderly, like very seasoned, but training, training. She may be looking to have someone fill the spot or something like that. There's this kind of like monitor here, and somehow this creative process is happening on here. And that word doesn't fit, but this whatever they're doing is taking place here, or creating, or whatever, and then they're adding to it with her. And then this dude's over here, like, I don't know, feels almost like he's on another part of the thing or whatever, and they're over here.
Like two different activities going on.
Yeah. Like, she's over here. He's like over here. He's not. This guy doesn't feel like he's involved in what's happening over here. Like there's more people over here. And then this stocky dude, he kind of feels like he's on his own, or doing something else without her. He feels kind of heavy.
Let's do a summary of this part, the D. Summarize your D. And then we'll move on these other aspects.
Okay.
Just chip away at it that way.
Okay. The target feels like the inside of a structure. There are people inside. One is shorter, stocky. He feels like he's on his own or alone at his station. There is another feminine person who feels warm and mature. She is doing a task and showing others how to do the task with her. She is sitting in front of some kind of monitor, and the process involves some type of creative thinking. She is inviting others into this process, and they are learning and doing it at the same time.
And what's your feeling? How do you feel about that part of it?
That feels interesting and clever. It feels clever, like a clever way of doing something. Everyone involved seems on task. There's this feeling like one task has been completed and the next is beginning. Whew. That felt better.
Okay, tell me what time it is over there.
I think it's... Man,
my
eyes are going now, dude. 9:38.
Alright, so that's an hour and a quarter. Alright, so you can go another hour and a quarter.
Sure. I'm ready to keep going. Okay.
Alright, what aspect?
How about, what did we just do? D, how about C? You want to just do a movement? Move to...
I would say go with ideogram, because different aspects.
Okay, that sounds good. Alright, I'm ready.
8566
8566
1161
1161 C. A. Sloping. I'll take that again.
8566
8566
1161
1161
C.
C. A. Across. Hard. B. I don't really have anything coming in for B, but I got some stage 2s coming in. Yellow, brown, black, tan, silver, moving. And I'm getting this AOL of a washing machine. Long, moving, open, heavy, flat. I'm just going to AOL this signal of this. It's like a base. Like a base plane. Curved, outside, around, hard.
Textures.
Textures. Grainy, stony. We got textures here. Hard. Solid. Wide. Long. Well, it's like the surface, like a surface. Wide, flat, dense. What about textures? Grooved. What else? Bumpy, bumpy. Curves. Curved. It's kind of bumpy texture. This area here. I'm getting an AOL here, like a tire tread. A tire tread, these grooves.
Okay. Scale yourself to the actual scale of what it is. I don't know what it is. You don't know what it is. But scale yourself. Just mentally scale yourself. And go down there and stand there at that scale and look, down one of the grooves and describe from that.
Alright. It's like a cup. Like cups. Deep. Low. Wide. So look kind of bigger. Bigger. Wide. From the size that I feel like I'm pretty small here. To this, maybe even smaller than that. Maybe not that big. Maybe even a little smaller. And it feels pretty wide and deep from this perspective here.
Any aesthetics coming up yet?
It's
What's your reaction to standing there and looking at that?
It's a little creepy. I feel a little creeped out. I feels I feel kind of alone here. I feel like I'm alone. I feel kind of desolate. Some of these are a little wider. It feels like the whole area is pocketed with these, like scoops. Like they have been scooped out. Like someone or something scooped these grooves, like treads, or craters, wide, down, deep. Getting this idea of suspended, like being suspended down, black, dark down here. I feel like these kind of filled in a little bit, like something filling in, packing in. Yeah, like something hanging over the edge here, you know, suspended over, down into the groove. It feels like a wide open space, wide open area. It feels kind of desolate. There's some activity here, but not a lot. Not a lot.
Do you get a sense of that being a natural, that matrix like that which you're described here? Is that a natural thing, or what is it?
It feels like it's something's like here, like something scooped these out. You know, something scooped, like something's been scooped. They don't feel to me like they feel like either like a scoop or something created these grooves. That's, you know, something created the grooves.
Created, like, or caused, or created? Like there was an intent behind the creation, or caused? It's just a happenstance occurrence. What's your feel on that? In other words, is there a purpose for that? Write down purpose.
Yeah, we'll have to take a look. But the feeling is that they you know, something made those grooves. What's the purpose of the grooves? Like
anything that crops up.
It's like, again, this idea of scooped out, pulled out. You know, I'm getting AOLs of like meteor hits, that kind of thing, blasting out those kinds of caverns, blasting out, but made, you know, something made them, one way or another, somehow.
Maybe if you probe the eye column, and to get a sense of the, you know, the ambiance or the nature of it.
It feels like a work area. It feels like a work area, almost like you know, like these things are being mined. You know, like they're being mined. Like AOL, the signal, this like oil drilling, like a field, you know, like a field. Like I'm looking at a field, and in the field are all these grooves.
All right, let's do a stage 5, real quick, real quickie.
All right.
Let's do a stage 5 on mind. What made you think of mind? I want to know all the stuff behind that word.
Mind. Okay.
Objects, so forth.
Objects, emanation. Mind. You have machines, drilling, digging, prospecting.
Any sense of the thing being mined?
Like minerals, resource, rock, minerals, resources. There's something else. There's another word. Gas, fuel, gas. I feel like gas, something about gas, elements. Mine, attributes, location, deposits. That's like a biggie. Elements and deposits, attributes, specific points. What are the other attributes of mind? Well, there's wealth. There's a wealth repository. Attributes. Just getting this idea like big pockets of elements and minerals, metals, gold. This is probably objects here, but gold and silver, those types of things. Metals, mine, subjects, emanations, and yeah, like geology, like mineralogy, chemistry, locating, sampling, soil sampling, that's a big one. Mine, topics, emanations. Well, wealth again comes in, but it has, a lot of different meaning. It's like the right spot. Topics of mining, accumulation, searching, processing, how to process, directions, locations again, hot spots.
Any AIs?
AI
Are you reacting to it at all?
It feels not too interesting to me, but it feels important, in locating something, obtaining something. That's important in the sense of the mining. The mining is important. There's a need, and it's found and extracted. In that, it's important. It's a strange area.
Okay. Let's see if we can pull out what it is that's being mined. Describe. Move to the thing being mined and describe it.
Move to the thing being mined. And
here's where, texture, smells, taste. Try to taste it. Try to smell it.
All right.
Textures, all that stuff.
It feels rocky and solid, hard.
Colors?
I'm getting gray, and I'm also getting some red, tan, orange, dusty and grainy, filmy. Describe the thing being mined.
In other words, what's being sought?
Yeah, it's like rocky, clusters. I'm getting this image in my mind of like a stone or like a mineral in rock form.
Like an ore?
Like an ore, a mineral. But I also get this feeling that there's a gas to it as well. Like there's two aspects. There's a solid and a gas as well.
Smells? Take a good whiff.
Very, very acidic. Take a good whiff.
What does it smell like? Give it something that it smells like.
It's like acid, like boric acid.
What does it taste like? Put a chunk in your mouth. Taste it.
Tastes bad, horrible, foul, chalky, bitter.
Does it remind you of anything that you might have seen or observed before?
It's like,
or can you compare it to something in terms of appearance and so forth?
Yeah, I got something right on the tip of my tongue, like gaseous. It's almost like, this will make it this. It's almost like there's like some kind of vapor in here as well. It smells. It has this kind of acid smell. What is it? What's something I can compare it to? Laundry detergent. That kind of bitter, minerally taste that kind of, can absorb in and stay with you. It's kind of like you get the taste in your mouth and it's hard to get it out. Like you can start to like absorb it. And then it's like, it's kind of stuck in your mouth, the taste.
Yeah.
And it's like you remember it. And it's kind of hard to get out. Clusters. There's like these rocks. I get the sense they're kind of mined out in this, in this form, like rocks. But I don't know. I get this feeling like some kind of gas here. There's something else that can be mined here as well, besides these minerals. What do they use them for? I mean, an obvious answer comes as like a form of fuel, but is that just my own deduction? I don't want to deduce, but I don't know what else you would mine for, really. I mean, I don't get any sense that this is being mined just for looks, like gold or something. It feels to me like it has a, it's utilized for a purpose, possibly fuel. It's used, not just ornamental, that kind of thing. That's what this area feels like. Chalky and dusty. Clusters kind of feel like they're kind of all over.
Okay. I'm going to do one more movement.
Alright.
Something just kind of cropped up in my mind.
Alright.
Move to a time when this location is being actively mined and described.
And the first thing that comes to my mind is like machines, and they're sifting, punching these holes in, or if they're not punching them in, they're like covering them. I don't know, I get just some feeling like there's some kind of gas here. I get this idea like something covers it up and get these like gas vapors, something like that.
Okay, go to a sketching sheet, 35A, and move above this and sketch what that might look like from above.
Okay.
Or maybe at a 45-degree angle, so you can get a side and a top perspective simultaneously. Pretty good size now.
Okay.
I'm particularly interested in the thing that you said it's above it, and it, to capture whatever it is coming up or whatever.
Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna probably have to do another. Let me try to that would be a little less boxy line. Dust. I like the processing here. It's really industrial. Pollution and dust. Very dusty.
Do you get a sense of time? Where are you at in time?
My first impression is I feel like I'm in the not too distant past, but it feels to me like the moon. You know, dusty like the moon. That's what it feels like. Rocky and dusty, and you know, desolate area like that. This mining field, you know, well, full of all these minerals. That is like, I mean, field in the sense that it's a designated area.
Does it have more than one of these? This kind of thing going on there?
I get the sense that this is one of the machines in this industrial field. One of the mining machines, one of them. And that's in this, you know, there could be multiple ones, you know, multiple mining apparatus. I mean, I'm a little confused as to if they're creating these grooves or if they're just tapping into them. And I'm getting this kind of idea like they could be like a gas outgassing vents, and they're being utilized. You know, I'm a little saturated with it now with AOLs and stuff like that, but whether they're like craters or outgassing vents, or if they've been dug out, I'm not sure right now. I'm a little saturated with it, but something like that.
But in any event, it's not a natural formation.
No.
The totality of it.
Right, yeah. Something made them, be it nature or you know, like something struck it or whatever. Something happened, you know, to cause their shape.
Oh no, but you have this aspect of that, and then you got this aspect. Mm-hmm. Is that a natural?
Oh no, this is like a mining vessel.
So that was put there.
Yeah, this is mining.
That's a construction.
This is a construction.
But it might be a partially improvised. In other words, they're improvising maybe a pit that's already there.
Yes. And I get the sense like these two mining apparatuses here into the groove, and you know, and they're processing here at the same time. You know, and all this kind of pollution coming up here. You know, and dust and all, you know, dust down here and dust here. You know, this is kind of secured here, and it covers the thing. You know, and then like maybe this like a vent or something or another, but you know, all this debris flying around and dust and pollution and all that kind of outgassing stuff, you know, in this processing.
So what do you think about that?
Well, I mean, it feels to me like my feeling now is kind of like I'm feeling the process here, and it feels like a necessity. It feels like a necessity. It doesn't feel like they're infringing upon any life forms or anything like that here. It's like a desolate area, so I don't feel any ethical violations to it. You know, I don't get any sense that they're killing anything to extract out this whatever they're mining, and so I don't. You know, in that sense, I don't feel any regret about it. You know. It's kind of like, yeah, it's there. You know, no, it does not hurting anybody. Even the pollution is like a dead area. You know, the dust and all that will just settle back on the other dust, kind of a thing. So yeah, I don't feel anything real negative about it. Just processing. I would do it. That's kind of like how I feel is that if I were in their position, I would mine it. I would mine it myself and not feel bad about it. I'd feel kind of happy that I found it. that kind of thing. I'd feel happy to have found it. Yeah, this is like it's ideal. You know, ideal mining field. Dusty though. I don't like the dust, but other than that.
Okay. You want to do a summary?
Sure.
And then we can wrap it up. This session. We're going.
This is summary on C. Ooh man, that's how far I'm losing it. I put my C backwards.
Yeah, you're a right brain right there.
Yeah, man.
Mirror effect.
It feels like a desolate area that is being used for mining of some rock minerals and a form of gas. There are many large grooves on the surface that are being or have been mined. There are large mining machines covering a groove and processing the material. There is a lot of dust and pollution resulting, though the area is void of vegetation, so there doesn't feel like any harm is being done to the environment by this processing.
And the thing being mined, just a real quick one sentence. You described something, tasting a certain way, smelling a certain way.
The products being mined tastes very bitter. It has a very acid type smell, mineral taste that reminds me of a powdery laundry soap, absorbable and bitter.
And the gas, this gas you described.
Yeah, the gas is acidic and smelling and vaporous.
Alright, cool.
Alright,